One day you wake up and you realize your clothes fit differently and the scale's gone up. And you're left with two options: either accept things for how they are, or you can make a change. Me and you, we're going to change things. This is the exact video that you've been looking for. This video is actually going to be a series of videos where I am going to be transforming my physique along with you on a weekly basis. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's rock. All right, guys, let me just do a brief introduction, then we're going to go ahead and hop into it. So, my name is Leonard Tillery. I am an exercise physiologist, and I have transformed my body on multiple occasions. I competed in several natural men's physique competitions and actually placed first in one of those competitions. Thinking about hopping on stage again at some point. We'll see. Maybe even after this transformation, I'll hop on stage, and hopefully, some of you guys will be hopping on stage as well. And so, I've been training for a number of years, and I want to cover three key things to a successful transformation. The first thing is what you saw at the beginning: is you need to be weight training. You need to be weight training. Me myself, I weight train about 6 days out of the week, from Sunday all the way to Friday. I usually take Saturday off because I go and film some stuff on Sundays. But training is incredibly important. And the reason why is, if you're cutting down, if you're attempting to reach the lower levels of body fat, anywhere from 10% or lower, you're going to be in a caloric deficit. Okay. We'll talk more about that when I talk about nutrition, but you're going to be in a caloric deficit. And that being the case, you want to give your muscles a reason to stick around. You do. So imagine this: you are in a caloric deficit, and imagine if you weren't training at all. Your body is very intelligent, very intuitive. It's going to basically say to itself, there's no real reason for us to be holding on to this muscle anymore. It's not being used. And so, along with the fat that's going to be lost in the caloric deficit, you're also going to be losing that muscle, that hard earned muscle that you've been going to the gym years and years and years and years to build up. So, you're going to want to be doing training, specifically resistance training. You're going to want to be hitting every single muscle group. So, what it looks like for me: Mondays, I go in and I hit chest and triceps. Hit chest, triceps, abs. I do cardio. Tuesday is one of my favorite days. I do back and also biceps as well as cardio. You picking up on the routine here. Wednesday is just simply shoulders, abs, and cardio. Thursdays, I hit legs, and Friday is just biceps and triceps. Saturday is off. Sunday, I just do whatever I really feel like. More than likely, a hammer chest again, or any lagging body part. Now, here's the thing: you can go on Google right now, you could go on Chat GPT, you could use whatever you like to find a routine. But here's the problem that so many of us run into: we don't stick to the routine long enough. Most of us, when it comes to it, and let's face it, we live in a very microwave society where we want to see things happen very fast. But when it comes to your fitness, it's rarely as fast as you want it to be. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes consistency. So, whatever plan you're doing, I'm actually going to link a very cookie cutter plan down in the description that each and every one of you can use. Now, here's the thing: if you commit to it, if you do it week after week, month after month, I'm planning for this transformation to be around 12 weeks, then you will see results. You just have to show up and stick to the plan and get the plan long enough to work for you. Let's move on to something. And this next thing is really key. I've already touched on a little bit is nutrition. Nutrition, let's talk about it. It's vastly important. Going back to something I said earlier in the video, I mentioned that you are going to be in a caloric deficit. So if you're in a caloric deficit, you're not eating as much as you typically would. And so to offset this, the number one thing that I would suggest for each and every one of you is to keep your protein intake high. Here's what I would suggest: at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. Now here's the kicker. That's your goal weight. So for me right now, I'm sitting at around 223 pounds. And guys, I am fat, okay? Like I am around like 30 or so percent body fat. And my goal is to get back down to around 10% and even lower, okay? Again, I'm going to take you guys step by step, week by week with me along for this journey. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do it right now. It's going to be an amazing journey. So, again, back to nutrition. So, myself, as far as my calories, the last time I competed, the last time I got down to single digit body fat, I started my calories somewhere around 2,700. And when I reached those lower levels of body fat, I was still consuming around 2,300 calories on a daily basis, uh, over 200 grams of protein, around 250, 260 grams of carbs, and my fat was around 50 grams. So, to be honest, I was still eating more than the typical person eats on a daily basis. But here's the thing: you really have to nail your nutrition. You can't simply go out and eat a bunch of honey buns. I love honey buns. I love cookies. I love pizza. I love all that stuff. And eventually, when you get used to tracking your nutrition and specifically your macros over a period of time, you can incorporate those foods that you really love all throughout the week. But if you're just getting started, my advice to you is to be as strict as you possibly can be. One, this is really going to build up habits within you. Habits like, oh man, I need to eat clean. I need to eat whole foods. I need to be tracking my grams of protein, my grams of carbs, and my grams of fat, and really see how the food that you are ingesting affects your body on a weekly basis. Now, once you've done that, once you've dropped a significant amount of fat, you can begin to bring your calories back up to something that's more sustainable for you. Another key, another golden nugget is whatever diet you're doing needs to be sustainable. Again, just like the exercises, I am dropping what I consider to be a pretty sustainable nutrition plan down in the description, free of charge. Guys, the last thing that I want to talk to you about, and this is really the most important thing to me, if I'm being honest, is going to be your faith. So, here's a question for each and every one of you. Why is it that you want to get in shape? So for me, ultimately, the reason why I want to not only get in shape but remain in shape is because I believe that I have a God-given purpose here on this earth. I'm married, so part of my purpose right now is being a good husband. Eventually, I'm going to have some kids, and I want to be there for my kids as long as I possibly can be. And I do not want to be sidelined because of poor health. So another thing that I'm going to be doing over the course of these 3 months is I'm going to be reading my Bible every single day, really connecting with the Creator who has given not only myself, but each and every one of you guys watching the ability to transform these vessels, these amazing bodies that He has blessed us with. So let's take care of what God has given us. Let's really lock in with our nutrition, with our exercise, and with our faith. And guys, at the end of these 12 months. Screens just went out in the back. Don't worry about it. At the end of these 12 weeks, you won't recognize yourself. It's going to be great. I'm attempting to be as raw as possible on this YouTube. A lot of social media influencers aren't as real as they could possibly be. You're seeing the mistakes, but it's going to be a truly amazing transformation, guys. So lock in. If you haven't already, I say it again, go ahead, subscribe, hit that notification bell, weekly uploads. Let's do something amazing, guys. It's going to be amazing. Until next time, let's build something glorious.